Good morning, all of you. Today we are just going to discuss a geography topic, chapter number 1, resources. So, the basic thing is, what are resources? Resources are the things which are available in our environment. Those are technically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. So, the three things which we have to take care about that, these are technically accessible, this one, then economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. So these three things you have to remember when you are going to write, that is technically, economically, and culturally. Okay. Now there are the various types of resources, like on the basis of origin, on the basis of status of accessibility, ownership, and the last one is the status of development. Okay. So what is biotic? As you already read in 8th standard, the biotic are living beings and these are non-living beings. Okay. So the second one is on the basis of status of exhaustibility. Exhaust means the resources which can be vanished after the use. Now the renewable are the material which can be renewed naturally or any mechanical change by the human, and the things which are non-renewable, they get vanished after the use, like petroleum, coal, these are the things. Okay. And the next one is, third category is ownership. On the basis of ownership, we can define the private, community, national, and international. So private or individual means if we have our own land, own flat, such kind of things are included in private. Now in the community, community means where the ownership is under the community or the group of people, like a pasture land, a common well of village people, and these two, like this one, individual or the community resources, are the part of community plus private land is equals to national. Means the land plus the oceanic area. Oceanic area means 12 nautical mile. The 12 nautical mile is the part of Indian territory. तो क्या होगा कि जो प्राइवेट कम्युनिटीज़ हैं, प्राइवेट हैं, और जो कम्युनिटीज़ का जो भी ओनरशिप होती है वो किसके अंडर में आती है? वो आती है नेशनल प्रॉपर्टी के अंदर, यानी नेशनल ओनरशिप के अंदर. तो लैंड भी आएगा और ओशनिक एरिया जो कि 12 नॉटिकल माइल में होगा. 12 nautical miles means 21 kilometer area. In few books it may be possible that is 19 point something, like 19.1 kilometer, but in the latest edition that is 21 kilometer. Okay. Now the another thing is on the status of development, like the resources which are in use, it may be, but that use it depend on the status of development. The first one is the resources which are developed, like they are surveyed, they are under the use. Okay. Potential, we know that the resources which you have, they have the potential to fulfill the human requirements, like we have wind resources, sunlight is there, water is there. Okay. Now this is the important one, that stock and that reserve. These two are quite important. The most of the time in the board examination, these kind like the differentiate in between these two were asked. So what is stock? Stock basically that is the resources which we have, and we know that we can use it, but technically technically we don't know, technically we don't know how to use it. So this is the limitation. Like we have the example in our book, second page at the third page, first column at the top, we have an example of H2O. H2O, these are the inflammable gases as we know that, but technically we don't know how to utilize it. It means that that is stock. And what is reserve? Reserve means, reserve basically these are the subset of stock which are in use but not in a huge manner. Like we can just understand through this a small diagram. This is stock and a small part of that which is in use, this is reserve. So like the sunlight we are using, the hydrological or we can say that the multi-purpose projects like dams, these are the examples of resources. So that's all for that particular topic. I will catch you soon with next topic, that is soil and erosion and the methods of conservation of soil erosion